Adelaide's the gift that keeps on giving. First, double decker bus, and right up the front. Alright, well, halfway point, and that ride was amazing, being in a double decker bus right up the front. Hopefully it's not too shaky when I go to edit it and put it together to sort of show that part of the journey, but it was fun for me. Really nice here. Quiet, peaceful. Good song. Good signs for what's to come. All right, we're here. I got to call George now and organise the first meetup. Well, it's a done deal. Done all the paperwork, signed all the things, handed over the funds, and here we are. The Sojourner. She has got a lot of work to do. I'll tell you that right now. Nothing's connected, nothing's working. All the horns are dead. The decking job, while passable, probably could do with being redone. Every single piece of timber looks exactly like this, as you'd expect. This front door frame's definitely going to need to be reseated. So while George was showing me around, there's these sections here which come up at each end so you can check the pontoons, and they provide some nice storage along the deck lines as well. Here's my anchor, which George hilariously was telling me even if you wanted to try and use it, it wouldn't work because the bottom's just soft mud, so it will just slide through it. So even though it's mandatory that you need to have one on board, there's absolutely nothing you can do with it to help you. Oh, look at that. Little paper wasp nest. Beautifully formed. So as you can see from there, the cavity into the roof structure is accessible from outside. Hey guys. So these two apparently live in a little nest just under there. So they will actually come with us anywhere we go. Every single corner's got the rope ties, and where we're moored, they've tied it actually to each one of the posts around the edge. So if there's any water movement, basically from any direction, this thing will stay pretty well locked in place. And one of the first things that I saw when I came, like when I stepped off the bus, was my favourite bird in the entire world, a honey eater. There was 3 of them playing in a little tree just out the front as soon as I stepped off the bus, and I'm taking that as a really good sign. Okay, this bit is probably the bit that made me laugh the most. This is the electrical system. It is bolted to the back of the boat for all to see. for all the weather to enjoy. So I've made the conscious decision that we will not be using the current electrical setup at all. I'm not even going to try and put it on. I'm going to rip it all out. There's no point. The panels, on the other hand, so George is saying that there's 3 on the roof, and then there's this one here, and then there's this bad boy. So this friggin' thing already has a wind generator in place on it, already cabled up and ready to rock and roll. I'll probably end up, I mean, I'll give it a shot. I'll do all the right tests with it and see how it's rolling, but let's see, chances are I'll likely remove that as well. That looks like a pretty standard MPPT. I'll have to do a little bit of digging to suss out and see if it is. But one of the things that really excites me about that in particular is that it just shows that even an uncomplicated basic setup, you know, just running the 12 volts straight into the house and running with 12 volt appliances and such, it works. George was saying that they have done, you know, trips on it all the way up to Renmark without any hassle. You know, they had a little TV going, they had this, that, and the other. Now, obviously, our power requirements are going to be quite substantially more. You know, I want to be able to run my washing machine and my dryer. I want to be able to run my heater. I want to be able to run my air conditioner. I want the computer to be able to run. I want, you know, we're going to need a serious electrical setup in order to do everything justice and to make this place genuinely feel like a house. Because that's what I want. I don't want it to feel like we are missing out on anything by being here. I want it to feel like we're gaining everything being on here. Because once we have all those mod cons in place, once we've got all the little finicky fix-up jobs done, and we, you know, because I've got to itemize. There is a lot immediately that I want to do to this, but we have to work out what are the most important things to get done in order to get this up and running so that we can get out of this marina, get out of Murray Bridge and start being the explorers we are destined to be. Oh, that's an interesting wasp as well. So it looks like wasps is going to be an issue, and keeping them off the house and out of the cavities is going to be an issue. So we'll definitely have to look at that. It's funny, seeing it in the pictures on the site and organising the sale just through talking to him and, you know, giving him basically what he was asking for it. I didn't even want to haggle. After all the research I did, there was so many pitfalls to all of the other ones that were in my price range, and every single one of them was nowhere near what this one cost. And the best thing about this one is it's got history, it's got a story behind it, and I got to meet the people that have enjoyed this boat ever since it was created. You know, that makes it feel a little bit more special to me, because everything we do to this boat, everything we change, everything we update, we're showing that we respect it. We respect the vessel, we respect its creators, and we want to give it nothing but love and see what we can make of it. I'll admit that I am pretty overwhelmed. Like there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be comfortable here until I know all of these things that are very, very degraded or no longer in use or won't suit the purposes of what we want to use this space for. Until I've got all of that done, I'm not going to feel comfortable here, because it's just, it feels like being surrounded by pressurized work, you know, which is what we're trying to avoid. So we're going to have to try and find a way to make this first part of the journey fun. And I think the best way to do that is to stay here tonight without anything. No power, no supplies, no friggin' clue how I'm going to get back over the river to get to the bus, but that's not the point. No, we're going to spend the night here. We're going to see what it feels like. We're going to see what it sounds like. I tell you what, I thought the movement of the river would be a concerning thing. like that it would feel uncomfortable chilling in here and feeling all of a sudden, you know, like a wave go past as maybe like a boat goes by or something like that. But it is so pleasant, man. Every little wave that comes through that makes the boat just move a little bit. I don't know. There's something about it that it's making me feel peaceful. It's making me feel calm. It's making me holy crap, I think I'm going to really enjoy this. I think this is for me. I've been babbling for 9 minutes straight. Wow. I just can't get over this. Even just here, sitting in this marina, surrounded by all of these amazing boats. That boat there was a milk delivery boat. And look at it. It is absolutely beautiful. Whoever owns that and whoever's given it that love, like hats off to you. That is I'll try again. I'll go out the front. Let's see if we can get more of a view of it. Yeah, just look at it. That's magical.